to listen to the Sequel Wars OST more often. I forgot how it is not only bumping jams to play with, or to play the video game against, there's also just good music to listen to as well. Very good remakes of all the Mega Man 4 classics, both in the classic style and in this hyper-energized Genesis 90s style, as I am want to call it, as the kids are not calling it nowadays. Tackle Permafrost in the castle. Fire Ringman with gun. True. Oh, but Fire Ringman with gun doesn't incorporate anything from Permafrost in there. See, the only problem, I love this game of like trying to how to mash the three titles together. The only problem with the game as it currently is that you have to have the word Permafrost in there, and like it gets repetitive as a result. But combining Tackle Fire with gun and Ringman in the castle does allow for many funny word combinations. I am not easily entertained. But hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing fairly well. I'm, for some reason, very phlegmy in my nostrils and sinus cavities all of a sudden. Right as I want to start stream, so I'm going to be sounding a little bit froggy, I guess. I don't know. Very strange. Ooh, very epic cool. That's a good mode to be in. I'd love to be in that mood. Not that mode. That mode would also be cool. Epic cool mode would probably be pretty good, I would say. But that as a mood would also be pretty nice as well. Hold on. Let me just drink a little more water. Maybe I can get this disgusting cruft out of my throat. 1 second. Alright. That's a little better. Hopefully it'll stay that way. It's been kind of difficult given that, like, it's, you know, winter right now, that I have had much more prominent, like, nasal drainage kind of stuff happening. It's like, I think it's like during the summer, the heat kind of keeps everything liquid and flowing, but now that it's cold, all the mucus is like viscous and thick and gross, and so like it ends up clogging me up more in my sinuses and in my nasal cavities and all that. So like, great, it's hard to exist and be because it is cold outside, and it's currently cold inside too. Even though I got quite a bit of heat going on in my place, I don't have exactly central heat. I have a couple positions of decentralized heat, so it's yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, that's plenty of stalling. Let's get into the gaming. Let's see. So is that the music off, right? Yeah, so music's off there. Okay. So, you might notice it's a little quiet right now, and you might see the funny little graphic there that I whipped up today. So, one of the things that I kind of talked to the Discord about was that two of the games tonight, Ringman in the Castle and Megaman Permafrost, are just about as uncooperative as you can get, or as I've gotten so far, in trying to stream them and get them to be captured effectively by OBS. So there's going to be a lot of, like, at least as we start things up, a few instances of the game maybe freaking out a little bit between trying to be full screen and trying not to be full screen. Like, the issue is basically that I can, if I streamed it windowed, then I have to redo everything with my stream setup, and I'm not doing that. Streaming it full screen is fine, although my eyes are going to be very sore by the end of this because it turns off the blue light filter on Windows. But doing that works when you set in the options at the main menu, but then once you get into the game and then you set the full screen, it kind of like freaks out and resets itself, and then you have to do it again, and it's gonna look messy, basically. And I can't even use the no more border like little cheat that I used for Freedom Planet 2, because that causes the game window to just freak the fuck out, and like it starts expanding or contracting rapidly until either it resets from expanding or it contracts so much that it's no longer there. So yeah, it's we got jank tonight. Boy, I love jank. Speaking of jank, I see my mouth is freaking out. So let me reset that. Oops. There we go. Oh, no, wait. I gotta capture the game. Oh, wait. Oh, good. This game starts off with a text box. Right, I forgot about that. This allows me to This allows things to, or allows me to set my own pace as I get onto this. So let's see here. In content capture, it is trying to capture the window, but is not capturing it effectively. There we go. Okay. Let's move this to the center just for a moment. I'm gonna have to undo that later, but nice front and center so you can watch it in the not full screen glory until I can actually get it in game and full screen it. So, plot. There's plot to this game. There's also weirdly no sound at the beginning until a sound effect plays. But, anyways, Dr. Cossack be like, huh? This energy signature. What is it, Doc? It looks like one of those old Wily castles still has an active energy core. But it wasn't active until recently. It's only a matter of time until Wily detects it too. So, you want me to retrieve it? And so, I love how the Cossack catcher is refurbished as the UFO. It's very fun. Okay, let me see. I think I had the game audio a little louder than this previously. I think maybe in-game, right? Hold on, I have to check my settings again. What did I say would work for this? 7... Okay. I don't know, that seems balanced right now. Maybe I'll have to rebalance once I get in, but anyways. Cool music. Game start. I already configured all the options, so we should be able to go and get things going pretty well off the bat. Okay. Options sound a little loud all of a sudden. Is that my headphones? I think it was my headphones slightly. Sound is okay. I'll actually keep it as nice, 10 decibels, and now we can actually get into full screen resolution. And now I have to reset it in OBS, and now it's gone again because it doesn't like being not the window. There we go. Oh, but I do have to disable preview. And now we're off to the races. Okay, tell me if there's weird visual stuff that's not working correct. I do have my phone on the side, but... Anyways, yes, Ringman. So, okay, this is my first time learning the controls as well. Ringman gets his typical attack. He also gets an up and attack, which I'm guessing is like a ring orbit. And hold attack is probably hold the ring in place. Okay, right? Ah, okay, that's interesting. Let's see, I do have the ability to dash, or not dash, slide, as you would expect for a Ringman, or for a Megaman game. Yeah, so anyways, this game was recommended by, well, all of the games actually were recommended specifically by Proto tonight. Sort of all of you in the community recommended things, and were like, oh yeah, that's a good pick, but all of these were the Proto special, so... I don't know, I'm interested. I've never heard or seen anything about these games, so I'm excited to see how quality they actually are. We're off to a pretty nice start, a pretty standard Mega Man fare, if I do say so myself. Some jumping, some sliding, some platforming. Ow, some damage. Ow, some more damage. How silly of me. Oh yeah, it's one of these Game Boy things. I forgot about those existed. Game Boy mines. Oh, I've had plenty of you in Mega Man powered up. I don't see a need to see another Tackle Fire Thrower Hothead in my life. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. I guess the game doesn't have to completely baby us, given that this is meant to be a fan game for people who have played Mega Man. So we can already start with, like, timed jumps over spike pits. Let's see, what else can I fill the time with? So today, I took the day off today because of many reasons. I was planning to rant about this last night, honestly, on Powered Up, but there was just not a good time to bring it up. I should focus here. Jump. Okay. Well, hold on, maybe I'll talk about this after the boss. I didn't realize we'd be here already. Ooh, good music choice. I'm a big Mega Man 10 enjoyer, so getting to hear Weapons Archive is always a treat. Okay, so this thing has both a direct down attack, it also has a pseudo Mega Man 7 Wily kind of thing. You just kind of gotta wait for it to get itself into range. do good damage, so that's good. Ow. Oh my god, it does hella contact damage, which I guess is expected. It is kind of on you for running into that thing. Nefarious Nitron Y! Only used in one color, or 2 colors in Gemini stage. Strange. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so the game also does not enjoy being in full screen between levels. Great. Okay, and we should be back. Right? We should be back? We should be back. Okay, there we are. So, all you missed there was the Mega Man 8 little elevator thing taking me up into the level. That's nice. That's gonna have to do something I reset constantly. Oh, goodness. Elements? Okay. Oh, I've got to turn the music down. This song in particular is a little bit grating to hear this loud. Okay, there we go. Better. So anyways, I ended up taking the day off today because, I had so much shit to do over the weekend that, like, I just did not have time to get everything done, for today if I didn't take a day off. So, like, like, for instance, today I tested these games, to make sure that they actually function, and I had no time for that over the weekend. I also had to create, like, create some thumbnails for, like, next week's stream, the Kirby streams, and, various other things. You know, getting a couple other things done around the house, like I have a big recycling pile that I had to gather and, condense so that way I can more effectively recycle it when the nearby restaurant's dumpster is actually open, so it was good to have a little bit more time off to do some stuff, but it was still kind of like I wasn't planning on it. I didn't really necessarily want to use my time off for that, but here we are. I also was, like, anticipating, I've ranted about this in pretty scathing detail before, but I live in a apartment, I live in a city, and there is a restaurant next to my apartment, as I just mentioned, and next to... on that restaurant, they do in fact have, like, you know, vents for all their heat and cooking and stuff like that. And, well, those vents need to be cleaned every once in a while because they accumulate oil and grease and shit. And wouldn't you know it, they have people contracted to come pretty fucking late at night to clean. Like, I'm talking like midnight, kind of late at night to clean. And they don't just do gentle scrubbing with a sponge. No, they come in with a full fucking power washer. It's Power Wash Simulator over here. Which, as you can imagine, is very irritating to hear outside of my window at midnight when I'm trying to go to bed for my 9 to 5. And thankfully they didn't end up doing it yesterday like I was somewhat anticipating might happen, although I'm never quite sure. They just kind of seem to appear on arbitrary Mondays or Sundays to ruin my night. I'm trying to work on, you know, getting that changed, like with my landlord and stuff. I think there is an option to have that be an early morning kind of thing instead, which if I had to wake up early every once in a while, fine. I can plan around that. I can't plan around just a random, you know, ding dong, it's midnight, you're not going to bed until 2 a.m., motherfucker, kind of thing, so. Yeah, that was another annoying thing, and then the third reason was just the simplest one. I had no time for myself over the weekend. I just needed some time to, like, you know, relax, veg out a little bit. I didn't have too much time to do all that, but, you know, I at the very least had some time to, like, last night I hung out in VC with everybody, practiced some, ow. Oh, what the? Oh, okay, spikes are only damage in this game. No setting for that. Okay, well. I guess I'll take it. Got to hang out in VC with Grim and Ilvo last night. Watched Grim do some funky stuff that you can do in Mega Man 1 because it's coated with spaghetti. Played some Mega Man 01. Still on my quest to eventually S-rank all the levels in that game. And, yeah, did some of that this morning as well, so. You know, I needed the extra day. I'm feeling okay now. Yeah. Anyways. Ringman in the Castle. We do be playing it. I haven't noticed anything particularly standing out to me as like, you know, wowie zowie, this is some crazy shit right here. But, you know, I will say it's had some nice challenges so far. I liked when I had to run away from the tackle fire throwers while they were, you know, trying to drop tackle fires on my head, and I had to, like, clear out mines from below. This is kind of like what Gemini Man stage wanted to be. Some extra challenges to the bombs there. I'm not super thrilled about the kind of fourfold fetch questy nature of what I'm currently doing right now, but, you know, it's basically the same as linear gameplay. You could have just put all these rooms next to each other and it would have been roughly the same. So to have it be a thematic around a central area, sure, why not? Hey, indeed. I thought this castle was abandoned. Who are you? I'm Control Man. Wily tasked me with transporting stuff. What you doing here? I'm here to take the power core. Wily's gonna kill me if that goes missing. You wanna fight? Come on! Alright, on guard then. What's else Control Man got to offer? Oh, he do be controlling stuff. Oh, hey, I remember this, actually. I think this is the first time, like, Proto had mentioned Ringman in the Castle. This guy was in Mag Mammal 3, wasn't he? He was one of the tier bosses. I'm not a fan of, like, the big Megaman and base laser. That's pretty hard to dodge, but... oh well. Oh, he's gonna land. Ow. Oh, slow laser. Man, those things cover a lot of ground. Control Man has a lot of iframes, I'm noticing. Wow. Well, it's alright. You're able to hit him pretty easily. Well, I still can't let you have the core, though. I've already sent a signal to Wily. He'll be here soon. You won't get away with the power core. Probably. Well, I'd like to see him try. Let me check one thing. Okay, everything's alright. Silent. It's eerie. Its level, in fact, is level transition. Doesn't want to work. There we go. I fell through a hole and now we're in the sewers, I guess. There just wasn't a direct way over towards wherever the hell the power core is, I guess. Okay, I have to actually use the orbit now to kill some of the drill guys while I'm standing on them. You know, it's not super complicated game design, but it's something. I have to use my alternate attacks, force me to actually use them, rather than more like a suggestion. Oh, hello, that looks like something that, little secret up there. How did I fall? How did I get... I guess there was... okay, I guess I got knocked into platforms there. Oh, goody, and dying also resets the fucking resolution. I kinda... I definitely dislike the fact that this game was clearly made without the idea of people wanting to play in full screen mode in mind. Like, I get that there's a little bit of pixel stretching that's gonna happen if it goes into full screen, but like... my brother in Christ, you gave me the option. You might as well have made sure it actually functioned. Okay, wait, so do I have to use the travel time? Oh, no, I can just jump all the way up there. Silly me. It's very, very annoying. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Alright, well that was, I mean, aside of the missile constantly being there and always knowing where I am, that's actually kind of a decent little challenge to have to, like, time when you turn off your ring orbit shield, so that way you only hit the button once. Oh yeah, and it's more Mega Man 10 music. Shit, nice. Playing to my heart. It was a little hard to tell background from foreground in that section, but nothing too outrageous. Ooh, could I get some health, please? Thank you. Could I get some more health, please? Alright, I see they're out of health today. The health machine broke. Oh, but there's some more over there. This is kind of like that whale section in Mega Man and Base. Or, where there's the whales and, Pirate Man stage constantly coming down the corridor to get you. But here it's, well, they're just fish, so it's not really that bad. Ooh, alternative path. 1. Why is there a Rogue 1 on the... Well, not Rogue 1, but a one that is Rogue on the button. Guessing there's just a number of switches to hit in this, this area? Yeah, I can turn the music back up a little bit, actually, now that we're in a, Pumpman music's... Pumpman's music that's not as banging. Okay, yeah, so it's 4 switches, hit them all. Get over here, gotcha. Well, that one's using camouflage. No fair, it's cheating. Okay. Do I have to do something? Okay, well, there's clearly this ceiling there, so I can't do anything with that. Maybe there's like some bubbles I can activate and ride back up? Ah, yes, exactly that. Good power of deduction, Crash. It's almost like I play Mega Man games a lot. Okay, got that one. Try not to die. I'm playing poorly. Hello, Dakota, welcome. Senran Kagura crashed. Sup? Not sure what that is, but we be playing Ringman. This is a proper project. This is a fan game made in the Megamix engine, which, within the last handful of years, became a popular, game maker Megaman engine tool, used to make many of the bigger things, such as make a good Mega Man Level 3, for instance, and I believe, Mega Man Maker is also based off of it. So yeah, this is its own dedicated, little fan project in a engine designed specifically for Mega Man games. Proto recommended this a while back, and everyone else agreed that it was a good game, so I'm here playing it. It is a shorter title, which is why we have 3 titles we're playing tonight. But hey, you're just in time for a boss. Ooh, okay, the Water Devil, question mark? Ah, the Water Devil explodes. The Water Devil goes by with a school of fish, too. Alright. Okay, this is actually really interesting. Lots of different... Okay, well, died there. But that is actually a pretty cool design for a Devil-type boss. Splits up and goes everywhere. Oh, also, you're going to notice that, this game is this game does not really handle being in full screen very well. It kind of likes to reset itself off of the, being in full screen every once in a while, so... Yikes. You're gonna see that little backsplash panel there a good number of times. The music is original. Doesn't seem like it. I don't think I've heard any completely original tracks so far. This is Pumpman from Mega Man 10. Well, the music for the stage was Pumpman from Mega Man 10, and the current theme, I believe, is the Weapons Archive from Mega Man 10, one of the Wily bosses, so... Or I guess it is just the Wily boss theme, now that I think about it. The Weapons Archive is so iconic in my head, it takes over, just the entire space that all the other bosses, occupy in my brain. Oh, I do agree, Rock and Roll was a very cool fan game. I need to play it again. I, only played through it once. And I think I'm probably gonna maybe save a playthrough for stream or something, I don't know, but it is definitely a good game. I love what both characters had to offer. It's very fun that one character with mobility, even though she has, like, no charge shot and no third shot, like, it definitely comes in play, and it's very handy. Equally as good as, say, Mega Man's, you know, charging abilities. Yeah, Rollin' Disco would be good. Okay, here's the power core. Energy core removed. Switching to emergency power system. Oh, all right, cool. You got emergency power. We're not dying yet. Hooray! We are going to face another save load. Yeah, all right. Okay, well, again, you all get to miss the cutscene of me transitioning from the previous screen. But it's okay. I just rode the Wily elevator up, and now I'm here in Solar Man stage with Game Boy music. Bubbleman's theme is one of your favorites. I can kind of get Bubbleman's theme as being like a nice, kind of softer background theme to want to listen to. It's, Mega Man 2 is, let's say, not my favorite game, to put it mildly. But I won't deny that it does still have some pretty good music, all things considered. I mean, hell, the whole inspiration for being named Crash it comes from, you know, Mega Man 2, so I have to give it a little bit of credit. Even if I don't, even if I only want to do so begrudgingly. Nice pun, thank you. Hi, Grim. It was an 8 p.m. start tonight? It in fact was, yes. Look who didn't read LMAO. Well, you are here now, so... We've been ring-manning our way through the castle. We're on level 3? I think we're on 3. The whole plot of the game... I don't know if you've played the game or not, but the whole plot of the game was like... Dr. Cossack, pick up an energy reading. It's coming from an old Wily castle. Why is there an energy reading coming from an old Wily castle? Let's go and get that before Wily does. Sends in Ringman. Oh no, there's like a couple things still in the castle. Wily is aware. Ruh-roh. Also, Control Man. Hi, Control Man. Oh hey, it's you again. Why aren't you attacking me? My fighting capabilities are limited without external weapons. Wily said to transport weapons first, so I did. And what are you doing here? Emergency power source won't last long, so I've decided to transport the rest of the stuff at once. Well, alright, I guess I won't stop you. Ring. You got Ring Stack. Press down and attack. Hooray! We get the 4MI reference. Control Man. Wrong Mega Man thing. Repairman was from jank-ass Mega Man Rocks. But good try. Just like the song, know much of the game themselves. Hayden's vocal covers are very good. Oh god, those vocal covers kind of started the whole obsession with Crash Man, because look, as an elementary school kid, I maybe didn't have the highest idea of like what is fact and fiction, and was also not super into the idea that what? Crashman is gay? That's my favorite guy, though. I'm not. That what? I can't believe this. And so I became obsessed with Crashman in a weird kind of like, I'll show everybody, make it more macho kind of way for a little bit. But thankfully that phase passed, but I still enjoyed me some Crashman. And it was all because somebody decided to make Hot Robot Yowie. So... The path that we all get to become somebody, and now look at me, I use the name moniker of Crash because I loved Crashman so much, and I had that whole ass saga in my life. Okay, well, we have to... What the fuck is this? Okay, interesting puzzle boss. I might have to go a little quiet to think about things here, because... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I kinda get it. I don't... Okay, there we go. God, that is a ways up. Am I safe here? Okay. It goes faster with every cycle, okay. Having fun with the Count Susies yet? Oh, we're just getting started. They are certainly making me clench a little bit. Not a fan of the tiny window to actually get in and hit whatever the little eye is here, but I suppose that's just me complaining. I'll get over it. I do like this as a concept, though. This is like actually pretty cool to have, like, okay, it's a boss that you're basically playing chess and you need to avoid all the shit they're throwing at you. in new and creative ways every time. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wrong direction. Damn it. Ringman took a little bit too long to hop on. I was just gonna kind of go left and right for a little bit. Oh, and another death means another having to cycle the resolution on and off. A metal man, no, I'm not a dentist. I mean, that was meant to be about the whole, like, he has a little mirror on his head. That's like the dentist's mirror, right? The tech guy, tech PC support guy over. Look, it's your problem for logging into stream while having the PC support guy over, Grim. Like, if I were me, I would not be watching my favorite streamer that might talk about, like, poop and, robot yaoi, and also, like, maybe, I don't know, hearing a Hawktua joke from Proto every once in a while. Like, you didn't have to be here, you know? Let's see, Quick Man Song 2, missed half the game. Yeah, well, I think it's mostly because everybody was, didn't read the fact that I'm starting early today, but either way. Ring stack, yeah, for I mentioned that right before you got here. What the fans can do, Mega Man fans deserve their shot at Sonic Mania for Mega Man. Yes, a nice revival kind of thing, it'd be pretty cool. Development story is nuts, props to Sega. Yeah, from going to talent to, like, actually getting, you know, hired as, like, officials. Like, I mean, I don't know, there might be some kind of hope for that, given that, like, you know, yesterday, son of the founder of Capcom, now the COO of Capcom, is like, actually, I would like to make several departments for our other IPs that have been neglected, such as Mega Man, Ace Attorney, and what other ones? A couple other ones. We're going to make explicit departments for these ones, and we're going to make new games and ports, and it's going to be awesome. So, you know, there's a chance we might get, like, a Sonic Mania-style treatment for Mega Man. There've been a lot of really talented fans making Mega Man games, so I imagine they could probably hire some really cool people with new ideas if they just decided to, you know, look for them and give them half a chance. Although, of course, I'm sure there would be difficulty given that they would probably want to have, they're probably looking for, like, you know, Japanese developers just for, like, the simple reason of, like, Capcom Japan. Like, it's gonna kind of be hard to code a Mega Man game if not everyone's speaking the same language. Literally. But, you don't know, you never know. I mean, hell, Purasabe could get picked up onto the team. Purasabe is a Japanese Mega Man ROM hack maker, makes fucking crazy shit. High quality crazy shit, so, like, it's possible. Okay, ring stack is nice. Yeah, so I had to mess with you there, Grom. Hope they hired the Tribute Games team. They already have experience with Mega Man clones. You capitalized Tribute Games. Is there something I've missed that you can fill me in on? Okay, you cannot attack while on the ring stack. You cannot stack attack. And you need to jump higher than that. Shredder's Revenge Team, and they also made that new Marvel beat 'em up. Those are words you also just said to me. I don't know either of those things either. Don't forget, Crash is a referential black hole and will probably not understand most of what the things that you mentioned. Because he plays Mega Man, and list basically ends there. Oh, wait, hold on. Also include random finish roguelike. Yeah, there you go. That's Crash's list of games. And then maybe every once in a while he'll remember that TF2 exists. Back when they were part of Ubisoft, they made that open season GBA game they always talk about. Now you're gonna tell me you never watched the open season, even though indie game fans love making memes about it related to their fandoms. Okay, I did watch open season when I was a kid. I don't remember particularly anything from it besides, lo and behold, the poop joke of of the bear, whatever his fucking name was, saying he needed to lay a log in the skunk's home because, like, the fucking annoying side character protagonist was like, you need to assert your dominance now that you're in the wilds. That's all I remember from that movie. I guess there is also, like, the fact that it did inspire the, you know, fucking drunk driving Asgore meme that made its rounds a little while ago and is still relevant to a certain extent, so. But I certainly never played the open season GBA game. He's a bear shitting in the woods is practically his job. True. He, in fact, answers the question of if a bear shits in the woods, what happens? Okay, that's cool. I have to do a little mid-air jump. Made one meme for your mother a while ago of Lloyd Irving saying, don't even start spewing the word meme, I hate that word. Who's Lloyd Irving? I feel like that should be a name I know, maybe, but... Okay, this is going to kill me, but I need to know. There is a spot down there. Can I slide in? Oh, well, no, I guess it's a solid platform. The electricity is kind of suggesting that it's completely solid, so... I was going to throw myself into the pit so that way I could into the spikes and then into the pit just so I could see, you know, if there was anything there, but... Martin Lawrence Bear was Boog? Probably. I don't know. Sounds like something that the animators would come up with back then. Open season GBA is very Megaman inspired. It's funny. Tales of Symphonia and Tales of series. I've heard of the Tales of Symphonia. I don't think I've ever played it or watched anything from it. Hi, Base. Ringman. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Base. I guess it would have been silly to expect Wily himself. I only agreed to Wily's request because I expected Megaman to be the cause. You better put up a good fight. Alright, Base, what you got? Oh, you got 2 health bars. That's what you got. And, not as fast as base battles tend to be. Okay, so I need to jump over that. And he has a pretty defined pattern. Okay. Get like a good 2 to 3 hits. Okay, now he's changing it up. Whew, okay, pretty tight dodging. Ah, yep, okay, had to hit him. That's different. Also different, okay. Alright, base can really shake things up then, it seems. Okay, so he's doing his Mega Man 8 kind of bullshit. With cool sound effects, I might add. Alright. Better if I don't let that phase hang around for too long. Oh, and this gets faster. Beep. And first try. It's not over yet. I think it's pretty over, Base. Goodbye, Base. I summoned Giant Handclaw. Thank you, Papa Cossack from the sky. I do like how his theme is just the shop theme, but like remixed a little bit. It's pretty cool. Just in time, Doc. Oh god, no, the minimization. It's not, the game's not working. How do I get the credits up? Okay, wait, so I could maybe, hold on, I could retry this. I could put Honk up for a second. Big Mouth. Okay, there you go. Now you can at least see the credits. Oh, Proto, this game does not function in full screen. There, it's off-center and it's not within the borders, but at least you could watch it. Let me take a drink for a second. Yeah, what was Base drinking? Base had, like, some super juice there. It was kind of powered up coded exchange, yeah. Base doing his normal kind of taunting and shit like that. Cybernator also worked on the Rockman 4 minus Infinity and Rockman 6 Spirits of Hackers. I never heard of Rockman 6 Spirits of Hackers. I should give that a shot sometime. Oh, okay. Zero gets like that in command mission. Good to know. Thank you on the first try. Thank you, thank you. Lionhead of Star Force? Kind of Star Force. Or Battle Network 2 like Cybeast, or Mega Man 2 Gospel. It's probably more what it's like, right? Where Base does get the Gospel cannon in Battle Network and like shoots out a big flame jet. Zero turns into a vampire-esque base mode. Huh. Okay. And command mission. That's a game I really got to get to at some point. Honestly, it wouldn't really cause trouble for OBS if I just streamed in like windowed mode, but I didn't feel like changing my entire setup for that, so as a result, we're getting a very scuffed stream to compensate. Megaman with Chapter Pepsi would be very OBS unfriendly. I don't know. I mean, this whole thing is OBS unfriendly only for the fact that, like, the game itself is literally not keeping full screen. Like, I have it on full screen, but every time there's a screen transition of some kind, either that's because I die, or I entered a new stage, or I got to the credits or something like that, or left the main menu and went to the game, it just pops out of full screen and goes back to windowed mode. No idea why it does that. The only game I've seen so far to do something like that, besides the other fan game that we're gonna get to. Weird. But a functionality like that aside, if I was just playing this on my own, played it in windowed mode, pretty cool, fun little romp. Nice, couple of nicely designed small bosses. Certainly some creative things to do. And a nice change of pace. Like, hey, here's a ring man with a moveset. Do something different than Mega Man. It's pretty cool, right? So, yeah. Pretty nice game. Overall. You know, small. It's a nice, like, 7.5, 8 out of 10. I'd play it again for, like, you know, if I just wanted to do something different every once in a while. Make Base talk like a reverend. That'd be kind of fun. But I think, yeah. Anyways. Base to me is always Edgy the Hedgy, and that will never change. Base has to have the Edgy the Hedgehog voice. Then again, you usually play stream on windowed. Yeah, that's probably the thing. I never play windowed mode. I don't like having have to look at something smaller. Give me full screen. I'll take a little pixel stretching. It's fine. Gospels feels unfitting to Base's dog. I suppose. It doesn't quite make sense. Rock and Rush are more associated than Gospel and Base, but oh well. Treble would have been better, but yeah. Or Treble is better a little bit, because those are at least two different, like, wave channels kind of thing. Frequencies. Ooh, Next Day in the Limelight game. That could be fun. Eventually. Love in Mega Man 8, they pronounce it like the fish. Yeah, Bass! Bass, it's over with! Anyways. Let's exit out of this on the We'll Be Right Back screen. Let's play the more functional of the three games we're doing tonight next. Mostly because I think I'm going to need as much brain power as I can muster for this game. We're going to tackle fire with gun next. Thankfully, this one does seem to actually work just fine with full screen. Although it still has the issue of, you know, I'm blind because the red light filter isn't on. But hey, don't show that. Cancel? Hold on. Why is that not showing the game? Why can I not select the game? Oh god. Do I need to? Okay. So it's not entirely functional. Options, resolution, 4 times. Now it's in windowed mode. Now I can probably select it. There we go. And now I can go back to full screen. Right? Click off of that, go over here, Go to full screen. And then now we should have it ready. Okay, there we go. Okay, hopefully the game starts to want to function with me. Let me catch up on things. Joke and Steven universe. You could tune a bass, but you can't tune a bass. That's so not true. It's very false. Don't worry if your comment feels a little bit redundant or whatever. It's fine. I don't take any offense. I work with, hell, my job involves me working with like international students all the time. Half of them, you know, it becomes a game of password to like make sure we're all speaking the same language. Like I'm very fine conversing with people whose main language might not be English. Okay, Honk's being weird now. It's not aligned anymore. Okay, I need to reset Honk. Okay, goodbye, mouth. Cool. Boy, this is one of the jankiest streams we've had in a while. Don't mind the frog on my face. That's just the default. All right. Microphone is functional. Now we can get things working again. Yeah, at least you're not asking AI for help. Thank God. You'll actually learn at this rate, you know? Right? Like, you'll actually get better at English trying rather than asking AI. Anyway, painful selection noise. Is it a little bit loud? I can turn it down a little bit. It is kind of a bit of a loud game. I have to have it on, like, 40% music volume. Is that a little better? Okay. Frog in your throat, but this is ridiculous. No, it's frog on my face. It's moving forward. It's getting out like a chest burster. Anyways, so I mentioned I'm kind of gonna need as much brain power as possible to play this game because I found out that this is a, how did I describe it to myself earlier? I found out that this is a twin stick non-auto side scrolling shooter. There's no fire button when you're on using a controller like I am. You use the left control stick to move, you use the right control stick to shoot, and you use a button to jump. This is going to be a learning curve for sure. And we're all going to get to watch. Now I know what I just said means that I probably should play on the steady mode, so that way I can, like, you know, just have a little bit of an easier time with things. However, I like my deaths to have consequences, so I'm going to play with peril mode here. And I'm going to get my shit absolutely wrecked for doing so. Let's go. A firestorm of terror. Oh, also the music is fucking dope as hell in this game, by the way. But anyways, so I've heard the things I know about this game is that apparently, or from like the readmes and descriptiones and all that, like there is a some enemies will drop cards, and that's going to change your weapons in some way or give you some new thing to work with. So I should be on the lookout for those. I also have a kind of a double jump. It's more like a jump and then like a dash in any direction I choose with iframes. +1 soul. Okay. Sounds good. Bullet? I'll take bullet. Basically Metal Slug? I guess. I don't know if Metal Slug had controls like these, but... Oh, well, okay, I guess I... bonus area skipped, I suppose. I thought that maybe going to the right would be the bonus area, but I can't go back now. Crashichism detected. True. We love torturing ourselves. As Ilvo says, sometimes it is fun to slam nails into your penis. Sorry to the IT guy if Grim is still torturing you here. Boner canceled. Power up. Okay. I guess I'll take power up. Power up sounds good. Doesn't sound bad, that's for sure. Oh, that's a big spark boy. Ah! Okay. The biggest learning curve for me is definitely going to be the control scheme. I am not used to doing a twin stick setup like this whatsoever. And the fact that, like, my jump button is my usual shoot button when I play other Mega Man games, it's gonna take some doing to get used to. But I've had this game on my, not only did Proto suggest it as a, hey, how do I fill up the time with what I have left to do after playing 2 short Mega Man hacks. Also, it's like this is in a game that I've had on like a, you know, a backlog list for a while now, so happy to get to it. Very chaotic. I could definitely see myself coming back to this already, just for the fact that it's so different in comparison to everything else. Okay, so all the cards definitely do seem to provide some kind of immediate, benefit thing. Though, honestly, the fact is I'm just never going to bother trying to control picking up the certain cards and making certain combos. I'm just gonna get them, and we're just gonna see what happens to me. I wonder what's gonna happen to me. Took me a sec, but that's Contra Hardcore music. Oh, okay. I thought I had heard this before, but I guess I was mistaken. It kind of reminded me of all things of, like, Metal Gear MSX music, at the very least, like the, maybe not in-game music from the original Metal Gears, but, like, maybe the music from, like, the title screen. Yeah, like the very well-composed title screen music for those games. You know, like Contra, the end game levels are too gross for you? What, just there's, like, alien guts all over the place? I never actually played Contra personally myself. It's just a wee bit before my time, and it doesn't have a big Mega Man label attached to it, so... I don't know, it seems kind of fun. Though, I don't know, maybe not exactly my speed. Harry! He is rolling. He roll. What a good boy. Okay, and they have percentages. Oh, that's a lot to dodge. Holy shit. Ow, fuck. Okay, this is gonna take some getting used to for sure. Needle Rain. Okay. I guess I just need to make use of my invincible dash a little bit more. Okay, and no more point in really attacking him. Okay, yeah. No, having on-demand iframes is, to no one's surprise, strong. You've beat Contra 3 on the hardest difficulty years ago. What an ordeal. That sounds like an ordeal. Contra is not an easy game. I know that at the very least. Okay, well, now we're in the I guess the Blood Factory. Ooh, good music. Rosette, actually, I don't know what those are actually called in Mega Man 5. I just realized I don't know what the tele-likes are called in Mega Man 5. But they're holding beakers. They're chemistry themed. Yes, I love it. Oh my god, hello. Hello, Pop-Up Walker. Sweet. You know, that's looking very hedgy. Rain of spiders, except rain of needles. Puka-Pellies. Ah, there we go. Yes, the Puka-Pellies are now chemistry themed. They got their degree. Oh, I did not expect that. Okay. We're at the DNA factory, it seems. We're producing big spiral DNA for everybody's delight. I didn't know DNA was built on Fanta, but, you know, that's, I guess that's just what life is in the Mega Man universe. The monkey is still there. I didn't not expect the monkey to still be there. I really did wish I had, like, a slide I could use instead. Having to kind of do a dash jump, or a jump to do, like, a slide is not terrible, but it's also awkward. Up and down, yes. Okay, and a little anchor guy. Oh, this would be a lot easier to do without, not on controller. Because I could actually shoot horizontally more effectively. But, oh well, I'm not switching. Nice. Oh, cool S. Cool idea. Heal up 10. That's actually pretty useful. I could use that. Okay. Huh, a fuse. If only there was some fire around. Oh well, I guess we're just kind of soft blocked, right, guys? No, Honk is doing bullshit again. Let me reset that. Now it's behaving worse. That's not good. Oh, and the game's minimized now. Oops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think the up and down the armor is pretty cute. It's a good way to actually give him something, give the little guy something different to do, you know? The song goes, I've got that Fanta in my system. Worked up white boy hitting the DNA factory with a little bit of Fanta. Is he goated with the fire? Okay, well, I guess I can go for some of the combos then. Might as well give it a shot. Hey, that's not the normal way of spelling invincible. That's usually spelled with a C. Okay, so I can go for... Most of my new combos will start with bullets, so I guess I'll just try to get the bullet combos. I imagine maybe the other combos will get me some, The other combos might get me new weapons. Because there are weapon slots here. Okay, so... Oh, right. We are at the DNA factory, after all. Why is some of it blue and why is some of it green? Okay, and there's nothing up here. Oh, ouch, right, water. Water bad. Me made of fire. Shit, I did not keep up. Well, this is gonna be much more awkward to deal with now. Alright, hold on. Let me lock in for a moment now that I'm on low health. There's a doot? There's like a train? Ah, one of each is a random. Thank you, thank you, randomizer. Remember, kids, always keep gambling. You'll win. Don't actually, it's bad. Oh, sleeping on the job, huh? What a shame it is to be you. Hey, wait, where are you going, Fuse? Okay, cool. Feel like... If the combo's called Invincible, then why can't I see him? You're so right, bestie. Feel like a weird off-brand version of the chemistry Pukapelios could be like a channel mascot. That sounds like a cool idea. I think, I mean, I sort of have an idea for the mascot when I eventually get to the ZX model and, like, what my biometal is going to be. But, you know, honestly, my biometal should be my biometal and not necessarily just a representative of all the chatters. So, yeah, maybe a cool Beaker Pukapeli would be a good idea. Whoop! Don't want none of that, thank you. Okay, I believe I need 2 fires and a bullet? I've not seen that yet. Alright, let's go see that. Flame tractor. Okay. Oh, look at that. New weapon. Oh, okay. Short-ish range spread. Design a Crash Channel mascot at some point, you got sidetracked. You know, whenever you get back to it. You got plenty of other things to work on for me, so. Is that Acid Grande? Acid Ace. It's an Alaskan bullworm! Ooh, I could, in fact, maybe use just a little bit of soul healing. Okay, there's a lot to keep my eyes on here, but nothing too impossible. Oh, god damn it. Now I gotta worry about that gravity gimmick again. Okay, and the speed at which he comes out determines what he's gonna do. Ah! Okay, I guess he's... Okay, no. It was a circle. That's what he was trying to do. Oh, he's gonna keep going in a circle. Okay, move off to the side. Uh-oh. Alright, fine, I'll heal. Don't know how few souls I've got, but I'm gonna keep using them. I'm still feeling the fire tractor. This feels right as a weapon to use against him. Oh, fuck, it's the eel rush. Okay. Alright. Kind of took a lot of resources there, but... Giant fucking worm. True. Giant enemy worm. Or, well, hold on. What's a good Megaman theme I could hum? That has to do with worms. Maybe I could do Woodman's theme? And yeah, that's that theme of giant worm. Alright. Randomizer, take me away, power up. Alright, I'll take double damage. Sleeping rats, sleeping on the job. Wily's worst soldiers. Ooh, 1 soul, nice. And yeah, I need that. A Snake Man theme. Oh yeah, that probably would have been better. Oh my god, hello giant tiki torch. What the fuck just blew up next to me? Yeah, I'm falling for that shit. Okay. Ooh, Flame Dash. Is that a weapon? Or maybe it's just an ability. Alright, well this game is very frantic. I kind of fuck with it, even though it's also definitely gonna get me murdered constantly. Totem Polar. Totality Polar. Okay. That's power up if I grab it. Do I need that? I'll save out for one of the mystery ones. Why not? Well, if you're gonna give me 2 of them. I guess I pressed the jump button a little bit too early there. Well, that sucks. And I forget exactly what I lost from that, but I'm sure I'll bite me in the ass later. I really did. This weapon's kind of messed up. Like, the flame tractor is pretty brutally overpowered, in my opinion. Like, yeah, sure, it has a technically limited range, but like, when your range is over half of a screen, I don't think it tends to be a big factor working against it. Like, you can do basically anything at this point. Like, it also does exactly as much damage as the normal weapon anyway. I mean, yeah, I guess I have to jump to hit the totem polar now, but... Oh, no. Okay, I do wish the dash actually had, like... I wish it respected, like, the fact that I'm not holding the button down for very long. I didn't want to do a long dash, but... Oh, well. Yeah, super contra spread gun. God, please, come on now. I pressed the jump button. Also, I should have had spikes on lethal. Oh well, whatever. I guess damage was the default settings for spikes in this game. So I'll keep it that way now that I screwed up and accidentally have it that way. Alright, getting my delicious souls back now that I consumed them all previously. Invincible, I'll take that. Thank you. Now I can just quickly move my way through here. I'll collect that now. Oh god, it's Michael. I'm not ready to fight Michael. He's too powerful. He has the power of public transportation. Don't you know how foreboding that is? Alright, well, we're not doing very well. Oh, but 3 souls, that helps. It's his birthday. Cake and ice cream is on his way. Did not know that, well, I knew that A Michael was part of the Germa Cinematic Universe. I didn't know that the Michael, this was the Michael from the Germa Cinematic Universe. I don't know. I guess while I'm at this, I could talk about something else Megaman related. I did play Megaman X1, and I did also clear hard mode on Maverick Hunter X over the weekend. I did make some time for myself on Friday to play some video games. And you know, it was actually kind of interesting for me, because, like, I have always held this opinion that, like, Wolf Sigma was way too fucking hard for me, and so, like, I kind of just disliked, like, that really brought down my X1 experience quite heavily. Oh, okay, cool. There's a troll item on the roulette. Only makes sense. But while playing X1 this time around, I truly actually figured out how the hell to fight Sigma effectively. So, well, I'll continue after we fight the Gabby Ghoul. Supreme Crabinator. Crabinator. Well, good time to have invincibility. A bad time to not have other weapons. It doesn't seem to have much of another hitbox, though, so that's good. I don't have to worry about that. Golden Crab's invincible. Did I take that? I don't think I took damage doing that, did I? Ow. I took damage from that, for sure. Okay, no, I didn't. Well... yeah, that's not a great time for a boss's super attack when I have no idea what's going on. Ooh, TF2 Smithmas update. That's cool. Nearly every weapon can be festivized? Well, shit, that's actually not bad. Do I have a slightly higher DPS with the base gun? That might be a good reason to use it. Very slightly, if any. Oh, but I have a new gun. Big gun. Expect to swerve the track revolver? Oh, I'll take big gun. Except I'll switch for this. And I'll remember that I have a switch button, in fact. Oh my god, and even Holmes. Okay, this thing is all sorts of broken. Okay, maybe it doesn't always go for the right target, but... That's what I get for trying to switch weapons on the fly. I'm not good at that. Never will be. No thank you for pinch mode. God damn, how do you get around that? God, that's a long time. Well, if those TF2 festivizers weren't so expensive, I'd probably, I would absolutely hop onto that. I would love to be able to festivize anything. I'm sure maybe by the end of the month it'll be a little bit less, less expensive to do. I'd get to have fun festivizing my favorite weapons like the, you know, like the Poker Night at the Inventory semi-exclusive items. Those would be fun. You could actually bring back that Iron Curtain. Oh, I just realized this thing is kind of based off of the, well, maybe they share a similar inspiration. But if they don't share a similar inspiration, this thing is based off of the Aqua Whirlpool crab viruses in Megaman Battle Network. It has the little whirlpool tornado in the back and everything. And, well, it is also, in fact, crab. Oh, okay. Pinch mode is literally just jump in place, and you'll be okay. Maybe a little bit of swerving. That took embarrassingly long to figure out. Nice. That's cool to fest. That's a good festivizer. Oh shit! Power bot. Let's go. Hold on. Music up. Options. Music up. My favorite music from all of Mega Man 0. Let's fucking go. Oops. I accidentally did some shit I didn't want to do. There we go. Alright. So anyways, I was mentioning that I played Mega Man X and hard mode of Maverick Hunter X as X this weekend. And yeah, I finally kind of get how to fight Wolf Sigma. Like, to nobody else's surprise, it is literally just position yourself right on one of the paws and just try not to... Position yourself right on one of the paws. Don't worry about getting hit by anything else, and just be sure not to get hit by the other paw when it tries to swipe at you. Oh, hey, Michael. Oh, shit, you don't have to fight me. You're, like, actually a friend. And I don't know. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out, but it finally just clicked that, yeah, that's in fact what I should do. And it doesn't make the boss good, but it certainly makes him a hell of a lot less obnoxious to deal with now that it's like, oh, I actually know what to do in this scenario. It's not this horrid matter of, oh god, there's just constantly something flying at me always, and I don't know how to dodge anything. So, you know, now, because I now know how to handle Sigma, I will now rank X1 as, like, one of my top Mega Man games. It's up there in, like, the A tier ranking now. Like, I had previously made note that if I just learned how to fight Sigma, that game would have easily been, like, right below Mega Man 10 in terms of quality, which Mega Man 10 is, like, I think right at the cusp of S tier for me. So now I can just confidently go and enjoy Mega Man X whenever I feel like it. Yeah, Wolf Sigma is learnable but extremely annoying. I would agree. Hey, speaking of extremely annoying, fucking missiles. Oh my... Stop! I just want to land on one of these bastards. Okay, there we go. Oh no. I'm back down here again. Tackle Fire does not jump at angles very well. There we go. Oh god, speaking of annoying, that is a tight gap to get through. I was playing Megaman a little easy before the stream again. Forgot how brutal the early game of that was. Didn't you make one of those early game levels? Shut up. Yeah, I will have to experience that relatively soon enough. It's not the next game on the project list, but it's you know, we'll get there. Also, I'm only just putting 2 and 2 in my head together that, oh, the dash attack is a tackle, because guess who you're playing as? You're playing as a fire that tackles at things. There should maybe be a name for that. Alright, time to fight Voltica, the big bat. Night Wings of Terror. 4 damage per bullet. Don't mind if I do. What is this smooth graphics? Okay, where the fuck do I go to dodge that? Okay, well, this feels like an arcade game now. And not in a good way. Yeah, the SNES version doesn't do well between the flame and electric attacks, but once you just land on the right spot on the hand and just kind of stay out of, you know, trouble, then it's, like, not as bad. Like, then you only have to worry about the, then you only have to worry about the other paw swipe. Okay, that, damage to the bats. You just have to dodge them. Oh, I'm not loving this, boss. Okay, I guess that makes a little bit more sense how to dodge that. This is still... I think I get what I'm supposed to go for, but a little hard to make it work. Okay, sure, cool. Hellbat? Like from Mega Man 0? I don't think that makes sense. I'll talk about the Maverick Hunter X hard mode version of Sigma in a moment, because that's a new fight to have to learn entirely. Also very annoying. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I was thinking this music sounded familiar for a second, but then I remembered, like, the little do-do-do-do. That's just, like, a Shovel Knight, motif. It's not actually a Shovel Knight song. Okay. This boss is significantly easier to dodge when, like, you are not on the fucking backswing the whole time. Like, this boss will... punish you for getting hit, because then you won't have, like, the positioning advantage necessary to, like, stay out of trouble. Well, dodging Thunderstorm still is not great. At least you get a nice big arena for it, but these electric balls demand some pretty fucking tight timing. Oh, come on, we're so close. Don't make me have to refight this again. Woohoo! There we go! Yeah, maybe the boss has 200 health as far as the coding goes. Oh, look, it's a cloud man. I see a man in the clouds. Okay, I need to take a bit of a pee break, so give me a moment. I shall be right back. And then I will talk about how Megaman, how Wolf Sigma and X1 Maverick Hunter is also bullshit. Back to the stream. Open this back up. Game's working. Okay, save preview. And we're back to it. So, an essay. Why Wolf Sigma in Mega Man X Maverick Hunter X hard mode is a bitch. So I just remember that fighting him in normal mode was like a complete joke. Fighting him in hard mode is maybe not as simultaneously irritating and brain dead as the original SNES version, but wow, is it still just as annoying. So the old strategy of just stand on the edge of one of his claws and just dodge the other one as it eventually comes for you and focus more on positioning rather than offense, no longer really works. Now, instead, you are kind of more expected, like... Well, it's... Okay, I'll say it's probably a good thing that you can't just kind of cheese/beat the boss by standing in one spot and just jumping occasionally to get out of the way and then make the occasional reposition. However... the fact that it ends up kind of the dance you kind of have to do to get around all the shit Sigma throws at you in the Maverick Hunter X hard mode is... It's kind of a big ask. Like, you kind of hope, actually, that he pulls out the big laser super attack. Because, like, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it's predictable. It's easy. It kind of allows you to just take a second, hide under a hand platform, and call it. Whereas he's otherwise going to start comboing, like, all the other electric attacks into, like, the electric attacks that completely shock the ground into, like, the electric from above attacks, as well as the fact he's got, like, the fire breath that's gonna make you walk into the electric hand attacks. It's a lot to kind of have to balance all at once. In particular, what kept getting me, what was very annoying, was the fact that, like, his electric hand attacks are... Ironically, the fact that the electric hand attacks are no longer at random positions is actually more annoying, because of the fact that they, well, now they're actually designed to be in fixed positions to get in your way whenever you attempt to, like, dodge out of the way of, like, the fire breath or, the electric shock or anything else like that. It becomes an ordeal to just exist in the space and have a moment to breathe. Mind you, you still also have to deal with the fact that Sigma's only vulnerable to damage from the fully charged Buster or Rolling Shield. So this is still a very tedious task, all things considered, that you're working with. And then also, I think what's possibly the most annoying factor is how goddamn big the claw hitboxes are, and how janky they are too at the same time. Like, because it's actual, like, 3D model hitboxes, you kind of get screwed by the fact that, like, occasionally when he actually pulls back up to strike, the platform sometimes stays under you correctly, and you can stay on the paw and not be, like, knocked off the platform when he strikes. And then other times, it very much does not, and you get completely screwed over, and, like, it does one of these weird things where, like, you end up getting hit by the underside of the hand, while it raises up, or it raises up, and then now you kind of glitch through to the bottom, and now you are on the underside of the hand, and you are going to get smacked, because you can't really see it coming, because it's not super consistently knocking you off, so, like, the entire strategy does become stay away, but it's also, like, the optimal spot to hide from, like, you know, all the everything going on. So, yeah, it's, Sigma's still a pain in the ass. It's a new fight to have to learn, for sure. Ah, corn. I see you're from anywhere in Illinois that's not Chicago, Penguin Knight. Or maybe even Iowa? The Midwest, generally speaking. Okay, you've got a fairly basic attack pattern. Still, it's one that I'm getting accustomed to. Gear up? Gear up! The worst show on television! Nice thing with the homing shot here is actually having, you know, some shields for these big corn bullets. And popped corn bullets as well. Also, I recognize that sound effect. The little mini bullet sound effect is from, or at least was also used in Sonic Spinball as the cluck sound effect. Oh, that was fucking lucky that there was no corn for me to fall in there. And nice. That was much less difficult than the electric bat fight. I was born on the cob. raised in it. I didn't even figure out what the hell that little green guy did that I rescued from the mid-boss. Okay, I think we might want some spread. So... Oh, okay, hello Needle Harry. Ah. You're here to cause trouble, I see. Well, I guess I wasn't gonna assume you were here to help me. And though I did, in fact, assume he was here to help me. Okay, so, question time, chat. Do you think that the little white object on Needle Harry's head is a hat? A bowler hat of some kind, perhaps? Or do you think that it is, in fact, it is a sleeveless shirt that has been kind of crudely stretched across the front needles of his face? Because I'm seeing the latter more than I'm seeing the former. Oh, he's mad. Probably a hat. It would make more sense for it to be a hat. However, the shading is just kind of throwing me off where I'm like, nah, I know that. That's a greasy t-shirt. That's a greasy, fucking sleeveless shirt if I've ever seen one. Oh, and he's dead as fuck. That hurt. Oh, that's actually funny too. Invincible is actually spelled different in the roulette than it is on the combos wheel. So that's just a genuine typo, a genuine fuck up. That one and base boss? Yeah, no, it is like the sissy roll from and base /8. Oh, come on. I would like the bullet version. Alright, fine. I'll take Grand Explosion. I don't think I crossed that one off yet. Yeah, no triple frame or bullet yet. Need to work on that. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye. Don't get to get a card from that. And dashed way too far. I wish that instead of being like, you need to hold in the opposite direction that you started holding in if you want to go less distance, it was just like, press the button for shorter, but I guess that would be, you know, that would just be too easy, isn't it? It would be expected. Alright, let's see if I can't get me a triple flame. I'm starting to get confused on my buttons again. I'm a wee bit tired. Oh, well, I don't really want that. Alright, fuck that card. I'm getting out of here. I gotta get out of here. Okay. And I can't do anything until I'm in the main chamber. That would have been nice to remember. Oh boy, that's rude. Okay. Double flame. Oh, tight jump. Okay. I can't believe I made that on the first attempt. Alright, so this just goes down all the way. Well, let's risk something. Can I land on that? Okay, no, it hurts me if I land on it. Fuck it. Soul consumption time. Alright, +3 souls. Cool. That was worth it then. I guess if I had made a blind jump there, I could have crossed that big laser pit. I thought that it was probably going to be too much, but oh well. Yeah, gotta get triple bullet still. Or maybe this is the end, and I won't get a chance for it. It's probably, I guess it's the last weapon I didn't get a chance to grab. Ow. Yeah, call me crazy, but I kind of really like the homing gun. The big homing gun is kind of a, is maybe really good when there are usually only a few enemies on screen, and especially good for bosses when the other weapons don't do much more damage anyways. I guess they have a higher rapid rate, so maybe they do more damage over time, but I'm gonna stick to the homing gun if it means I don't have to, try as hard. Okay, he's gonna do something different now. He's gonna go full Chenky Dragon, okay. Chenky Dragon, Chenky. Is not an easy name to say quickly. Especially in my nasally accent. This is kind of... I kind of get where some of the imposition is supposed to be in the music, but this is starting to sound a little bit like Penis Carnival music. Feels a little inappropriate, perhaps. Not fitting. Okay, Master Flame. I hope Master Flame has a second phase, because right now is really not that interesting. Okay, good. He does have a second phase. Ah, I see. He's doing some fucking Binding of Isaac type bullshit. Nice. Up through the clouds, man. Ooh. Ooh, proper twin stick shooter. Hell yeah. Okay, now I'm back in it. You lost me there for a second, but now I'm truly in it. Alright. Tackle Fire without a gun. He's coming for you. True, he don't need no gun. He's got a tackle. Looks like your old desktop PC still has some life left in it for a bit. About 176,000 broken registry things got removed. Wow. That's... Huh. That's interesting. That sounds like a very, very, very high number of broken registries. I should maybe see if there's any broken registries on my computer. That could actually be a, maybe a source of random problems that I have. Grand Explosion, or if I picked up a heart, I get 1 soul. I'll save up until I maybe see a fire card. Yeah, I can get 3 souls. "10 years of barely any software cleanup." Yeah, that sounds about right. Yikes, indeed. It's surprising that something can still function with that much broken on it. Alright, I'm gonna try real hard to get the 3 bullets. I want to see what the last weapon in this game is. Also, nice Kirby aesthetics. Okay, and now I have a cooldown properly on the fire. Tackle. Broken ass version of Discord. Sweep laser. Ooh, hell yes. Okay, that's fun. It's a bit awkward, but it's fun nonetheless. It kind of needs a moment to charge, and then it auto-fires, but alright. And I'm floating endlessly in space? Oh, okay, there's a screen transition there. Alright, well, I can definitely see how this probably has, like, the highest DPS of weapons in the game. Although it obviously comes with the caveat that you have to aim it, unlike the big bullet weapon. Oh? 3 hearts. Right, so screen transition again. Okay. Yeah, my super laser piss. I say, this is a cool-ass game. There is a lot of content here, and all of it is very... It's all very different from Mega Man, but it all has this, you know, cool soul of just, like... It's really its own thing. It's a really good twin-stick shoot-'em-up. I don't think I've ever played a game quite like it. I know everyone's saying it kind of reminds them of Contra, but having never played Contra before, it's new to me, damn it. This is cool. I will almost certainly be playing this again at some point for myself. I'll take 10 heal. It's good enough for me. I don't think I've actually ever obtained weapons twice. I wonder if that'll maybe power things up if I obtain the weapon a second time. Let's see, actually. Wait, no, so I did pick up 3 bullets, so I guess that was the laser. I guess maybe if I get another one, I can get more? Rather than just another, Okay, there might be something else for picking up 3 bullets again. Let's try to go for that. Oh, there's my 3rd bullet. Flame shot times 5? Okay, well, that's different. That's just kind of an instant, explosion. I'll take a heal, thank you. Are we gonna fight the, Okay. Well, we're not going to fight the, you know, the conquerors of the pink conqueror of the galaxy, but we'll fight, 2 starmen. That works out. That are his 2 starmen playing soccer. Alright, I don't think this is the best weapon I could be using against them. The Star Laser does not have a very as high of a rapid rate as I would hope. I'll just use the spread gun. This sounds like Pokemon music. Gen 5, perhaps? Hey, you guys, you're a part of the HUD now. What the hell? Oh, they have cards now. Oh, and now he's shooting at me. Black 2, White 2 champion theme. Alright, I was right then. Alright, what do you got for me now? Firing stars? Ah, an obstacle course. That actually makes me have to switch off of the fire attack? What is this? Alright, let's just hold the button that allows me to do damage without actually taking a very strong look at things. Damn it. Alright, well, speaking of stars and Kirby, I do have a vaguely Kirby-related story to tell. So, a couple days ago, actually I think it was about, God, like 2 weeks ago at this point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I have like a little Kirby Nendroid, and I like it. It just stands around the house and it looks cute, and it looks like Kirby. That's great. I noticed that for some reason it was like, after many months of perhaps what some would call neglect, it was pretty sticky from like various dust and detritus and other shite that I guess is in the air of my apartment. So, you know, I had to give it some routine cleaning. And I actually so I had to clean a sticky Kirby today, is basically what I have to describe this as in my notes. It was not your ordinary dust and stick and grime, apparently, because I could not get this shit off with almost anything. I had to, eventually resort to... So, like, I first tried using, like, I first tried using vinegar to, maybe dissolve some of the acid off, or... Well, I guess at the... Start over. At the very first onset, you know, I just tried rinsing it off with water, you know, just get the dust off. It should be simple, right? Not quite. That does not do much. It still leaves a pretty sticky residue on there afterwards. I then tried dousing it in vinegar to try to maybe see if, like, that dissolves whatever the stickiness is. That seems to kind of help, but really doesn't, overall. Try immersing it in a bicarbonate solution, so, you know, go from acid to base. That sort of helps, but I feel like it's just making whatever's on there slipperier, so that way it's just has less friction and I feel the stickiness less, so, like, that's not actually solving the problem. That's just, like, you know, shoving it under the rug, essentially. So then I had to break out, the solvents that I actually, have a couple bottles of, well, a bottle of each at home. I have acetone and ethyl acetate from when I used to do more chemistry at home type stuff. Testing that out. Or, well, I also had isopropanol as well, some rubbing alcohol, but not like the, you know, store-bought small percent stuff. I have, like, proper 99% rubbing alcohol, and that was very ineffective. What ended up being most effective was a combination of the acetone and the sodium bicarbonate solution. I could not tell you why, but for some reason that was rather effective to kind of do a dual dissolution going on there. It didn't really quite just take everything off and make it clean per se, but it did help it not feel so sticky anymore, so it was kind of a success, if only a partial one. Oh, come on, so close to being able to get this done without having to use a soul. I want to clutch this up. Although I think this may get me. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on with that attack. Sticky, what have I done to Kirby? I didn't do anything, I just neglected him. Oh no, that's the laser weapon. Okay. Reminds the time you tried to clean tobacco smell of a used 360 controller. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's a tough one on its own though. Tobacco just does not, nicotine tobacco smell just does not get out of anything. I'm not sure why, even as a chemist, it's such a stubborn smell to get rid of, but it just is. So once you have a smoker in the house, then forever your place will smell like smoke. It is an unfortunate fact. Okay, that actually does kind of take like 3-ish% off one pass. I guess I should actually have given the laser a little bit more faith, even if its rapid rate is a little bit pathetic. Just gave it to a friend. Yeah, you know, sometimes that's the real solution to getting rid of a problem, is you pass it off onto somebody else who doesn't mind. Jackass is firing stars at me. Alright, this one I can just keep the aim in one direction, so I'm not gonna have to worry too much about bringing out the bullet. Big homing bullet. Ow. Alright, 20%, one cycled. Got a neighbor that regularly smoked. Yeah, no, it does not leave. One of many reasons I'm glad I never smoked. Not only is it, you you know, addictive and bad for your health, but it is also, the stench will just never leave. Although, honestly, I'll say, the biggest incentive for me not to smoke was less about the health, although that was a fairly big factor. It was more about the money. Like, I don't want to have to worry about, like, oh, I don't have enough money for smokes this week. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not gonna buy something that's, like, bad for me that costs, like, fucking, what, $60 for a pack of 12 or something? That's ridiculous. I won't even spend money on shit that I do enjoy, let alone shit that I don't enjoy. Got TF2 items to buy instead. Except I still don't even buy TF2 items. Maybe like a crate or two a year, if I even remember to play the game. Ow, they're dinging me. They're assaulting my ears, my one weak spot. I get to become a real son. Or fireworks, I guess. That works too. Alright, Tackle Fire with Gun the Game. Hell yeah. This was cool. This was really fun. Of all of the games we played tonight. And honestly, of all the fan games I've played so far, just in my life. This one stands out as particularly good. Sorry, I had to fix Bonk again. God. Very unique gameplay style, fast and frenetic, really good music choice. Similar but different enough to Megaman to be familiar, but completely fresh at the same time. Creative weapons, creative gimmicks and setups. Creative use of like your dash ability, good bosses with understandable but still complicated to dodge patterns. This is a good fan game. I think the criticism, quote unquote, that I have is just sometimes things get a little bit too chaotic for their own good, but that just comes with you know, skill and practice to get better at it. The functionality is really good too. Nothing was broken here. The balance was also pretty good. None of the weapons were ludicrously overpowered. I guess maybe the flame boss, the Grand Fire, Smoke, whatever his name was, Grandmaster Fire, he was a little underwhelming, but you can have an underwhelming boss every once in a while. It's not a bad thing. I think I would probably... I might give this... I would give this game a 9.5 at least. Maybe a full 10. This is really good to play. I don't think that... I think the only thing that's making me say just shy of, like, a full-on 10, just glowing endorsement, is just that I like to reserve the idea of a 10 for, oh, there's a hard mode levels. Interesting. I like to reserve the idea of a 10 for, like, a game that I would recommend to anybody that anybody should play who plays video games. There'd be a certain contingent of people who play games that are still fast, frenetic, and require skill, but this would maybe overwhelm them a little too much, so maybe that's the only reason I wouldn't say 10 outright. It's not like a complete, like, must-play classic, but this is really good. I think a 9.5 is a pretty solid number to give it. So cool to see how much Spade Magnus fall from Ringman in his Mag Mammal 3 entry. Which one was that? Was that, I know it was in Tier 8, right? Tier 8? That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure which one. I know the name Spade Magnus was familiar, but he had the Wild West one with the train, one of the higher tiers. Huh. Something Railway, Cursed Darkness. Not ringing a bell, actually. I guess there was one. Maybe that sounds a little familiar. I don't remember it though. It was probably just one of those, this level is good. This level is good. Really good. Moving on. But yeah, no, good recommendation. Thank you, Proto. Alright. Oh god, I'm still congested. I'm awful. I don't know why I'm so congested today. Man, let me drink some more water, and then we can move on to Permafrost and wrap up the night. 39th place, Western Railway. I see. Oh, well, okay. Pressing start still does unfull screen the game, so that's unfortunate. It's not fully functional, but you know, that's something. I'm just curious. Hold on, before I actually move on, I'm just looking at things itself. So we have a boss select, we have a stage select. Arrow, steady. Huh. Not sure what I was talking about with hard mode and the other bosses there, but I guess I'll have to give that a look later on my own. See what's up with that. The extra content for the game. Okay. Alright, for our last contender. Megaman Permafrost. And back to the super jank that's probably going to gonna keep minimizing on us, but oh well. A game that didn't minimize was good while it lasted. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I can capture the game before we go full screen. Alright, now you can watch the cutscene in all of its small glory. Well, the city just got icy. Wonder who did that. Could never tell who that was. It's probably Dr. Light. We should arrest him again. Throw him in jail. Alright, we're keeping spikes instant. Oh, this was the game that had the instant death spikes. That's right. Okay. Alright, sound is still good. This game's a little bit quieter than the other ones anyways, so... Alright, and you see, even leaving the options menu, it didn't like that. I'm just gonna press new game, we're gonna teleport in, and I'm going to now tweak the settings again. Back to full. And alright, everything's back to normal. Let me just hide OBS preview. And we're off. Okay. The music is maybe a little bit loud. Okay. So let's see, we have 2 weapons without explanation. The E-Bolt. Alright. Seems pretty spammable. Not bad. And the H-Platform. Push it around a little bit. No, you just put it out there. Alright, cool. Perma-platform until you switch off. Nice. Alright, well, the whole city is full of ice now. Gotta wander into Dr. Wily's conveniently placed castle. Let's go for it. Also, I don't know if this is just me, but when I was first looking at the game, and while I'm looking at the game again now to a lesser extent, does the color balance feel off to anyone else? Like, this feels a little bit like how do I describe it? It feels like there's a blue filter on everything. It feels a little bit off. My eyes, I mean, maybe it's just the fact that the blue light filter is not off of my computer anymore, but even looking at like the just the video on YouTube, it feels maybe a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit too saturated. Like, it's definitely not good for my eyes. You can pause or press the shoulder button to swap weapons. Different weapons have different interactions, so make sure to experiment. Wow, and they tell me that right in front of the thing that has cracks in it. It's crazy. A whole city turned to ice? That's where you are too, in a foreign game. Thankfully, my city hasn't turned to ice quite yet, though it's damn near trying. It's, it, like, dropped towards, like, 20 degrees in the last couple of days, so it's cold out now, and it's at this point where it's, like, the heating units in my apartment are not quite keeping up with, how cold it is, and how warm I would like it to be in my apartment. And apparently, I don't even keep my place that warm. Like, normally, I set my stuff to, like, around, like, 72, 74 degrees. And most people are like, oh my god, no, I set mine to, like, 80-something in the winter, and, like, 65 and, like, you know, summer. I'm like, what? That's way too cold and way too hot. Just keep it temperate. Cool secrets hidden behind breakable walls, so keep finding them to find stuff. Alright, will do. Yeah, it's been frigid. I didn't have to step out today, but... And I hear it's going to get a little warmer tomorrow, but it might rain, so... E-tanks can fully heal you in a pinch. I knew that. Alright, well... Interesting. I guess you could just fully recommend this to somebody who has never played Megaman before, then. If it's giving you an E-tank tutorial. Surprised it hasn't given me a charge shot and a slide tutorial yet. I do like how these enemies are spiked, just so that way they have a little bit more of a justification for why landing on them hurts you. Especially because the original Green Grasshopper does not do that. He's a platform. Each level... Voice crack. Ew. Each level has a small secret stage hidden in it, which, while entirely optional and harder than the main level, contains a valuable reward. Ooh, I like valuable prizes. Okay, screen transition again, and this is... Okay, maybe my eyes are adjusting, because now I'm looking at this. This is really red looking, because now the red light filter is on. Okay, this is still very I don't know. I'm gonna stop complaining about the colors, because there's no good reason to. It's just my eyes are like borked. Crash fighting the urge to turn into Gruntilda yet again. The urge to turn into Gruntilla is... Gruntilla? That's a new character. The urge to turn into Gruntilda is always there, but never zero. If I could rhyme on command, I would absolutely be turning into Gruntilda at any possible moment. Playing Man Permafrost. I hope that blue bomber goes and gets lost. He shall not bother Dr. Wily. For for a business collaboration with him, I see. There, that was the best rhyme I could pull out of my ass at a moment's notice. Maybe I need a new visor. Yeah, maybe the visor's a little bit too green. Messing with my vision. I mean, honestly, I should probably get a real-life visor. It'd be not a bad idea, so that way I don't have to worry about this, phasing in and out nonsense, or full-screen nonsense of if it's going to be, easy to see or not. Anyways, we got the E-Swarmer. Birds! Alright, that's actually pretty cool. It's great. We finally get to use Pippies as a weapon. It took long enough. Now we can actually take revenge on everyone else. Use the birds, the power of the birds. Let's see. So each stage has each promo stage has a secret weapon. Each one's effective against a different boss. Nice. Okay, so there is a lot of good reason to explore then. Okay, well, I don't need that health, so. But actually, okay, that's actually a pretty cool use of bolts in what would otherwise be a very short game. You can actually use them for, you know, in-level energy replenishment and other items, I'm sure. There, nope, okay, just ice. But the E stands for? Probably egg, if I had to guess. That sounds about right. Megaman? How'd you already get here? Thought for sure those 6 spike pits would keep you busy. Well, fighting against Dr. Wily happens to get you very comfortable with all the ways death spikes can be used. Anyway, can I get past... Oh, come on! The placement of them was so elegant! I worked day and night making sure each spike was delicately placed and sharpened to perfection.
Your spikes were very artfully done, but I really just need to get past... That's it! I was trying to give you a second chance, but it's clear. You haven't changed a bit. You're still the same immature brat that can't respect anything about art. And I'm going to be the one to stop you in your bland and uninspired tracks.
Wait, Top Man, I didn't mean to upset you. Please, just let us resolve things peacefully for once. All I need to do is get to the door behind you.
Huh. After what you did?
Alright, damn. Spikes didn't have... All I said is Spikes didn't have paper. Like, God. Not everybody can have the sauce. It's okay, Top Man. You can kind of just be a... You can kind of just be a loser. It's okay. Some people... just... You can work on yourself in other ways. Spikes don't define your personality. Okay, do the birds actually... Oh, the birds also do similar damage to him. Nice. Top Man should sound like Markiplier. With the 5 o'clock shadow on the original version, I'd agree. In this version, he seemed a little cleaned up. Alright, back to this. Like how he's in character with this comic version. Which comic? Because I'm thinking of... Ah, okay. Error message. Draw event did not work. Trying to use non-existing surface. Ignored. Ignored again. Alright, and the game is back. Yeah, Proto, this these games are really not that stable. Oh well. Wouldn't be a Crash Icarus stream without a crash in the middle. Maybe I don't have a direct X file the game wants. I don't know, it sounded like an error where it's like I cannot draw this object at position for some reason. Oh, okay, that's deadly. It's also it's doing it again. Error, action, draw, not drawing thing. Ignore it again, ignore it again. Surely this will not have consequences. The Archie version of Top Man, okay. This has truly been the file you are trying to retrieve has been removed type of stream. It's not even that, it's just more like, yeah, I don't know, full screen? I don't know what that is. Also, you don't have files, I guess. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh well, I don't know, the game seems to work fine after it says, alert, alert, I do not have a certain tile to draw, alert. You're unhappy with how the weapons are ordered, just open the pause menu while... Wait, just open the pause menu, hold the shoot button while hovering over a weapon, and use the up and down keys to change position. Okay, well, that doesn't really, do much for me, but okay. Noted. It's a cute little electric bunny. Chill it. File is removed. File is removed. Oh, this is delicious. If I could share the whole screen while doing this and not risk sharing personal information, I would, because this is funny. But, alas. Yeah, I'm not making that jump. Ow. That does surprisingly little damage. Okay, the egg bomb does damage, though. Bunui. Oh, and they just... Oh, cool, they're taking care of themselves now. Cool, awesome. Ow. Well, hopefully there's no... Nah, no, more removed files. The window's now saying... Or I just noticed that the game window's saying, this stage will shock you. Click here. Alright, well, looks like either one of these could be fun bonus pathways, so I guess this one's a little more out of the way. Alright. Intuition correct. Oh, and this time it wasn't the game breaking. It was just the usual screen transition. There we go. This place looks pretty warm. For sure thought everything was covered in lightning is then somehow frozen. Ooh, that could be cool. I mean, from a chemistry perspective, frozen lightning would essentially be a mixture of frozen ions. So, yeah, ions that have just gone to really low temperatures, I think. But they'd be definitely of weird ions of shit like positive dinitrogen and oxygen ions and argon ions. Huh. Frozen lightning would be interesting, chemically speaking. Almost certainly not possible, but I would love to see it. So yeah, essentially it would be a salt. Frozen lightning would be a salt. Coachella. Imagine Frozen Lightning McQueen. Aw, I can't use the eggs properly? Aha, I can if I just get creative with it. Nice. I love creative weapon usage. Or at least weapon aiming. Salt lightning! It's full of salt! Yep, there's the assault jokes I was waiting for. Oh, English, how funny you are. Wizard Man can make frozen lightning? Perhaps. Alright, so the S-Cyclone. What this do? Okay, it's, oh, uh-oh. Shit's aborting again. Let's get that back up there. Okay. Alright, so this is kind of like, what was it? Playing as... not Airman. Tornado Man in, Rock Force. You get a kind of a slower fall if you have the weapon held. And you can probably maybe pogo off things, not sure. Can't repeatedly press it in order to maintain height, but I can at least slow my fall a little bit. So that's appreciated. I tried to step on the electric, or the what was it called? The Swarm? Or the Spluva or something? I know it had a stupid name. Oh, I can't destroy it? Damn. I was hoping that the pogo weapon would let me destroy the Swarm. Or whatever it's called. Air shooter, but out the butt. Uh-oh. Now Grim is brat posting. We've truly hit dark times if Grim has resorted to fart jokes. Wait, Quint? Why are you here? Oh, cool, I get to pogo on the pogo guy. To beat the snot out of you, obviously. Okay, no long dialogue. Quint has shit to do. Oh, I can only fire the weapon while in the air. Okay. Odd, but sure. Alright. It's been a long time since I fought Magmabel 2 Quint, but I probably could have done that better. It's a recession indicator. Yeah. No, I guess it means that jokes are in short supply, so... He has to come out with the fart jokes. All the boss's patterns are new? That one felt pretty familiar. But I guess there's only so many ways you can make Quint different. Be a sign of inflation. Fuck. Alright. Next! Do I have any other topics besides this? Hold on, let me erase some notes here. At the we'll be right back screen for a second. Already talked about that one. Okay. How about this then? Nostalgia time. I'll probably end up talking about this again on Friday with Eris and Rowan to a certain extent for our musical discussion. Which, by the way, be there. It'll be a hoot. I swear. Hold on. Throat. Phlegm. Alright. So, nostalgia topic. I was, while I was actually searching up some music for the stream on Friday. Oh! Okay, well, okay, cool. I was not soft locked, just at the top of the screen. While I was looking up music for Friday, I was trying to look up some really old Flash game music from like when I was a kid. I used to play the shit out of a bunch of the Lego Flash games. Some of my favorites included like Spybotics, The Nightfall Incident, and World Builder. Lego World Builder was a real good kind of kid strategy game. There was also let's see what else. And Junkbot. Junkbot was fun. Real simple. Kind of reassembling bricks and like trying to platform with it. Or avoid hazards and stuff like that. Point is, I would love to do one day like a Flash nostalgia game stream, specifically for the things I'm nostalgic for. I think I will end up downloading Flashpoint Infinity at some point and doing a stream of those games. If as long as there's some interest. Does anybody else like play like the Lego Flash games as a kid, or is that just not their thing? Electric Ball good against Akos. Some of those, there's one with a car I vaguely remember. That doesn't narrow things down very much, but, you know, I kind of feel the same way. There was one where it was like you were on like a couple different racing teams or something like that, and like you were supposed to be like kitting out your car with like different like hazards and traps that you could lay for other human people that have like not directly playing against you at the same time, but more like, ouch, but more like they, you know, like they set up ghost data for you to compete against. But the game was all RNG, so like it was cool, but it also like kind of sucked at the same time. It got a little bit boring once it was like, well, I can strategize a little bit, but you know, it all ends up being the same in the end. Lego Flash games. Oh, cool. Score remembers what I was talking about. Nice. Family's internet computer were trash at the time. Most of your online game experiences at friends' houses. You also remember a lot of the non-Lego Flash games being violent, despite being supposedly aimed at kids. Almost got grounded because of one of them. Huh. Well, I suppose that's just what happens when you, somebody has the open internet and they can design whatever the hell they feel like. Maybe even the ones that are supposed to be for kids, just kind of like, well, they didn't really think so much of, they didn't really think of so much of what felt violent to them, and it was just kind of like, oh, well, you know, kids will be fine, right? There's no problem with kids watching a cat's head explode, right? Spoiler, there definitely is. You shouldn't do that. Remember Territory War? Loved playing that growing up. Refresh me. It sounds kind of familiar. I know you mentioned you were an Armor Games enjoyer as a kid. I definitely played a little bit of Armor Games as a kid, though I don't quite remember any of them off the top of my head. I do know there was definitely one that I was like, oh, this is good. This is real good. But I really can't remember a lot of it. Hey, Super Nerd, welcome. Kids exposed to violence? A-okay. True, that's the American way. Oh, I gotta use a W tank? Weak. Okay. Flash versions of Worm, but with stick figures? Okay, maybe I'm not super familiar with it then. Maybe I tried it once or twice. I liked those games as a kid, but I think I had other ones that I played. There was like some kind of Arcana themed one as well that was also paywall locked for like most of the good stuff that I played a lot, but I don't remember what it was called. There's a lot of those things from the Flash era was like a blur for me. I remember like distinctly like the Lego games I played when I was like young, and then like all the stuff that was kind of like in between me becoming a proper PC gamer and playing those like Lego Flash games. Yeah, I don't remember a whole hell of a lot. That era is a blur for me. The electric spark is nice for being a shield piercer, but also notably, like, weak as fuck. Does not do much damage for most things. Unless you remember Toss the Turtle. Oh, Toss the Turtle was the one where you strapped, like, explosives to the turtle and tried to make it go far, right? I played that a while, too. That one I remember. Remember there was one especially dark one you play as an evil knight, literally being the money out of people for tax reasons. That sounds familiar as well. I feel like I played that one and actually quite enjoyed it for what it was. Though that could be fabricated entirely as well. But yes, God forbid a kid have a boob-shaped shirt in front of them. How dare they see the human body? We can't be like those Europeans. Gasp, aghast. Alright. Mega Man 9 Sniper Joe. Thing, some annoying kid in detention, played it when he was supposed to be thinking about what he did. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember Thing. Maybe a familiar name, but I definitely do not recall it. W Striker. I guess okay, Wave Striker. That kind of makes sense. Is it basically like... I think it kind of felt like Rebound Striker plus just a wave pattern? Was I reading that right? Okay, no, it just goes right through walls. Alright, still cool. Yeah, I did kind of like that all these bonus stages are cyberspace, which makes sense given that there's all these, you know, teleporters that you're using to access them. Thing mostly because it was heavily inspired by Madness Combat. Ah, okay. That's another thing that I absolutely just did not do much with as a kid. Madness Combat and lots of Newgrounds stuff was never for me. Did not get on Newgrounds for a long time. Well, hell, I never really did. Don't know why. One of my friends I hung out with all the time as a kid was on Newgrounds a lot, but I don't know. I never went there. I was too busy playing, I don't know, other video games from like PopCap, and you know, I was playing properly published games rather than shit that other kids my age made. Okay, that one's a tricky little section. Just tap right like a couple times or you get spiked. Oh, hello, Acid Man. Hyper Shark. That's a familiar name. That's a familiar name, even if it's something I never spent a lot of time on. This is the only level games of the Elephant. Okay, I remember playing that one. That one was, well, too much for my kid-sized brain. But in retrospect, like, cool as fuck. I remember like the Impossible game. I definitely played. I didn't play much of that though. I played a little bit of it. And like, okay, this is bullshit. I'm not playing this anymore. Same thing with like the Impossible Quiz, also not for me. I played Bloons. Of course, I played a good amount of Bloons as a kid. But God, who doesn't? Hypershark was your jam since you didn't own a Dreamcast and have Typing of the Dead. For me, typing just did not sound appealing as a game for me, because it was like I had like computer classes that were typing based, and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is basically do school at home. This sucks. So, but that's just me. Toadman, maybe you can finally tell me what's going on here. Oh, right. Well, better put him out of his misery. Oh, he splashes around now. He splash. He bubble? He sing heavenly? He sings in a heavenly manner. Interesting. Well, I'd love to give you the time of the day, Toadman, but I didn't unlock your special weapon for nothing. Oh, Newgrounds, Super Mario Bros. Z. I actually remember people reposting that to YouTube. I kind of always forgot to go back and like... Oh, that's a weird map. Not foreboding at all. I've always meant to, but keep forgetting to try to like go back and like watch the episodes of that someday. To be like, okay, how good was this? How much is this just childhood nostalgia carrying it? And what are the episodes at the end that I missed? It's like, that was actually really fun, and even though I was like kind of a little bit of an anime hater as a kid. Ooh, black holes in a jar. Nice. Super Mario Bros. Z was dope. So. Alright, well, this gimmick is cool as fuck, even if it didn't have quite the range I expected it to. Mouth was washed too thoroughly. Well, Toadman himself is pretty washed, not gonna lie, but that's a separate conversation. SMBZ is still pretty new for the most part. Alright, well, good. If it holds up, it holds up. Brawl taunts. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that YouTube has, just like it is today for TikTok, it is the repository for the cream of the crop from Newgrounds to just filter on over. If it's really, really good on Newgrounds, you're gonna end up seeing it on YouTube. Because I definitely remember Brawl Taunts. Brawl Taunts was funny as hell. And one of my friends did get grounded for watching Brawl Taunts when I showed it to him. His parents were a bit too much like, oh my god, what are you watching? There are jokes about sex in this? Verboten. So, that's my story with Brawl Taunts. I do remember watching that pretty incessantly as a kid. And I still remember that gay tripping is gay, so... Damn it. I should not have gone for that. Too bad about Kerbo for being a prick. I don't know. Probably everybody's a prick, I guess. But I guess that is a shame, yeah. Thank God I didn't keep up with any of the... thank goodness I didn't actually know any of the artists who made the things that I liked. I have a very strangely detached relationship with most of the art that I enjoy. I tend not to know the names of who the fuck actually makes things that I like. Only now that I have, like, for better or for worse, have Twitter and Blue Sky, and it's like, oh, I now know Caricato is making these cool Megaman drawings, and also these other independent Megaman drawing makers. Like, I know them now. But even then, still, you ask me, like, hey, what are the names of all the band members in Bad Religion and The Offspring, you know, some punk bands you enjoy? I'd be like, that is an excellent question. Why are you asking me? Stop asking me these questions. I probably should not be that way, but until I find the time to give a hoot, that's what it's gonna be. We have to ban penis from the internet collectively. Why? Well, at that point, at that rate, we'd also have to ban penis from the real world too. So it's not just an internet problem. Yeah, this is the most fake as fuck wall I've ever seen. 5 bolts for a metar of my own? Don't mind if I do. Yeah, he shot me again and again. Wow, it even refunds itself sometimes. Wait, this is basically gacha. I can get whatever the fuck I want out of this if I just put in enough money. Maybe it'll even drop a 1-up. Or an E-tank. That's okay. I guess we can move on. What do you mean don't blow all my cash on it? This is exactly what I should blow all my cash on. Stepped away for a bit. What'd you miss? We were kind of talking about flash games from our childhood a little bit. Also, we finished Tackle Fire with Gun. We're now on Man Permafrost. Well into it. A couple levels deep. I noticed. Okay, Honk's messing up again. Let me fix that real quick. Dakota, did you ever play any interesting Flash games as a kid? And my question particularly, do you ever play any of the Lego Flash games as a kid? Because those were some of my favorites to play. I love Junkbot, Spybotics, Nightmare, or the Nightmare Incident, the Nightfall Incident, World Builder. That was really my thing. I kind of missed out on the Newgrounds age, but I know, but basically everyone else here did not. It's just me. Hop, hop, hop. Oh, and we got big lasers from the screen, or from the sky again. I have not gotten hit by one of them. I do not want to know what happens when I get hit by one of them. Because they kind of feel instant death coded. Not gonna lie. Ooh, Snow Dragon. I hope we get to fight a big version of you later on. Oh, okay, I can make this work. Now, I no longer can make this work. Unless I use a special weapon. Kind of an interesting reinterpretation of the flying shell. At least it's much less obnoxious now that it only fires in 4 directions. Ah, I thought I could make it. Kinetics, there's a tiny... Oh, I have to make it back in there, and then I have to reset the screen again? No! Don't make me reset full screen twice in a row like this. There we go. Okay. Kinetics, tiny game DVD where you did basic mini games. The villain's name was like Rex Inifix. Huh. The Kinetics name sounds familiar, but I think that might be because there was like a 3D building kit that I played with as a kid called Kinetics, so it might just be a different cross memory for me. DVD mini games is a completely different, rabbit hole. Those are really games in danger of becoming lost media. People will easily forget about those. I remember there was like a Jurassic Park DVD minigame that like scared the ever-loving shit out of me as a kid because it was basically just pick a path and hope that you went down the right path to escape from the dinosaur. But like there was one path that like led you to just like getting eaten by the T-Rex, and like it just fucking jump scares you with like a big T-Rex roar and from a black cave that you just went down. Like that was not cool to watch as a kid. Oh cool, the energy. No, I already have an energy balancer. What's this? Energy saver. Oh, I see. Oh, that's useful. Disney's dinosaur? Okay, maybe it was then. It was definitely dinosaur. I know that much. Right. I think I could use one more Met for the road. Actually, how about a whole bunch of them? Be free, my Met friends! Be free! Connects? Remember getting a set as a kid? Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, no, wait, no, hold on. Connects was like a... Those were like the ball and stick magnet things. I think for Kinetics was like the thing that I was, the thing I played, and that was like, or played with, and those were like just like metal bars and bolts and stuff, and like I made a Ferris wheel out of it once. Watched some stuff on Newgrounds. Saw a mix in Balamb there. Megaman Zero Last Cataclysm. Yeah, I wasn't a Mega Man head at that point, but that would have been cool. Dot hack at a full-blown fighting game in a DVD. Oh, that's pretty fun. I should probably look at the screen. Let's see. Next second question is about these vaguely cyborg dudes on an alien planet who turn themselves into vehicles with human faces. They got into fights with the local aliens. Oh, hell yeah, robots fighting aliens, let's go. Ignoring the themes of robots just getting into fights with local aliens for fun. We don't need to look at the subtext behind that. We're kids, we can just have fun with robots and aliens, right? Right? Oh right, the black hole gif. Or gimmick, I forgot about that. Next was magnet marbles. Okay, maybe there's something completely different than I'm thinking of. Mets, I am Jethro. I missed that. I missed a secret? But didn't I already get the secret? I have the energy saver. I mean, I guess I can go back. Alright. I mean, it'd probably be faster just to jump in the pit, but screw it. Actually, you know what? Screw it. It would be way faster to jump in the spikes. Connects was the snappable piece toy. Okay. Alright, so Dakota was right, and I was completely off. Completely off. Okay, no, nothing else there in particular. I guess there's... Alright, I guess there's a good reason maybe to go up this way. No. There's nothing there. Maybe there was... item I picked up there previously. Not seeing anything here. Oh my god, that is a very loud landing noise for some reason. Nothing on this screen. Oh, that slide passage. Okay, I see what you're talking about now. Or maybe I don't. Oh, okay, maybe up here then? Huh, alright. Interesting. 2 secrets in 1. Jethro's a robot from OKKO that all I can say is I am Jethro, and they are vaguely met-coded. Oh. Okay, this is... We get Eek the Penis music. Very cute kitty. Very cute kitty. Toodler. Alright. Well, we might as well dance. Alright. And we move. Yeah, no, I never heard of that, I never actually watched that OKKO series. I was past, I think Cartoon Network it was on at that point. Wasn't my thing. I was more of a classic Cartoon Network enjoyer. I loved me some Megas XLR, some Powerpuff Girls, Totally Spies, what else? Foster's Home, classic. Billy and Mandy, super classic. That kind of stuff. Why did you mention Totally Spies? Because you got here. Congratulations, Ilvo. Welcome. Don't even remember the Eek the Cat music. Pretty sure, isn't it called it's titled Eek the Penis? Isn't that the actual name for it, or am I stupid? And only remember the meme-ified version of it. Hold on, catching up on chat, sorry. It's not so much KO, okay. Next was so cool, never got to see it during the original era. Eat the Cat's an unrelated thing. Okay. Yeah, I remember watching Megas in its original run was hella awesome. Although you did have to sometimes get up at like 5 a.m. to actually see the new, whatever the new entry was. New episode. But I was sometimes just up at 5 a.m. for no reason as a kid. Now I would never do such a thing. Younger than I thought. Yeah, I mean, I'm 27, so that's, I don't know how, I don't know if I felt like 29 to 30 plus coded to you, but I'm still in the under 30 club. Not for too much longer, though. Alright, water, drinking. You! Boss has told me all about you. You're the worst, apparently. Who are you? I feel like I've seen you before, but I can't quite place my finger on it. You don't even remember me? Oh, I'm sorry, it's just... you really are a little smart like Boss said. You're gonna go down right now. Okay, Dangan man. I fought you enough times in Mag Memo 3 to kind of understand what you were doing. You're not that threatening. Oh yeah, now, what is this weakness? I did not pick up a weapon in this stage. Okay, Wave Striker does the job. Goodbye, Dangan man. Quote, I'm a challenger from the future, don't you remember me? Yeah. Yeah, Dakota, that's Dangan man from, Rockman and Forte 2, challenger from the future. Yeah. Dangan, Bullet Man. Scorebar's got it right. And Grim. There is a, if... No one would blame you for this, but there is a, for not knowing this. There is a sequel to Mega Man in Base. It is Rockman and Forte 2, Challenger from the Future. For the Japanese exclusive handheld console, the Wonder Swan. I will have to play this at some point. Ilvo has played it at some point. It's not good, apparently. Crash doesn't play Rockman Forte 2, so like, get to it, buddy. You know, one of these days. But like, there's still so much Mega Man powered up to play, you know? And then we have more Mag Mammal entries to get to, and like... You know, I'm sure there's also, like, I gotta get through all the other Game Boy games on this series, and eventually, you know, one day I gotta, like, play ZX after debuting the ZX, like, 3D model whenever it's done, like, you know. One day we'll challenge the future, but, you know, there's still so many other things to challenge before then. The present must be challenged, you know? Alright, I'll just intuit where all the Yoku blocks are placed rather than actually wait for the pattern. Not gonna study anything. There we go. Danganronpa is a pun, apparently. I was actually just thinking about like, huh, Danganronpa. That's like a name for bullets. What does this mean? As a man who has never played Danganronpa, like, huh, there's a Dangan in that name. Let me just call up Otacon real quick and he can tell me like, Otacon, what can you tell me about Dangans? Saw a stream of it, looks awful. Yeah, it does look pretty awful. Ooh wee, the infinite door fall. Dun, 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 dun. Translates to bullet refute. Yeah, okay. Actually translates to bulletproof. Somehow they didn't go with that name. I guess, I mean, it probably worked out for the better. Danganronpa sounds cooler for, you know, an English, an anime English audience. If they just called it bulletproof, it probably wouldn't have sold very well. What if we went further beyond and played the Wonder Swan sequel to Network Transmission? There's a sequel to Network Transmission? Okay, that's news to me. That's another thing to add to the pile. That'll be fun. I still have to play Network Transmission myself, but oh man, to play a sequel on the Wonder Swan, That's gotta be good. The bullet that decreases your video quality to 144p. Rough. Well, you can probably catch up now. Keep it as a subtitle or something. Danganronpa : bulletproof, which just translate to bulletproof. I feel like that would maybe be a little ridiculous. Bullet refute, maybe? I don't know. If I want network transmission the sequel, because I won't. I have to quiz you one day for what your weird gripe is about Battle Network, because it's hype as hell, and like, I don't know, sending data via chips makes sense. Like, it's just SD cards. Here's data, Mega Man. It's on my SD card. Go get it. Blizzard machine, shaped like Wily machine. So you've arrived. It's funny. Everything you did has led up to this moment. Where's Dr. Wily? That's a good question. Where is anyone, really? We may all just be No! Where's Dr. Wily? Like, in a literal sense this time. I can't answer that question, but fate itself can. What? Okay, you're getting me nowhere talking to you. I'm just gonna destroy that laser thing once and for all. Oh, you can't do that. Yep, you gotta find something else to do, yeah. Please don't make this difficult. I just want to go back home. Hang on, we're getting off script. Can I do a redo? You what? You have a script? Yeah, I've rehearsed it for months on end. It's beautiful, isn't it? Months on end? Anyway, it was actually me behind this the entire time. Okay, but I still gotta turn off the laser. Wait, you're not surprised? You were supposed to be shaken to your core with that one. Oh, sorry. I've kind of had that happen a lot of times. So it's not really that surprising? Okay, I've had it with you. Insulting my monologue, not trembling in fear when I'm finding out the truth. You're disgusting. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that everybody just hates Mega Man because he's like just kind of neutral. And like, he's just trying to save the day. He doesn't have time for everybody's petty nonsense. You're going down right now. Okay, Blizzard Man, whatever you say. You and your 2 HP bars. Oh hey, I think this is explicitly Shovel Knight music. That sounded like a stinger for like Polar Knight. Maybe I'm wrong. Even again, man who has only played Shovel Knight labels everything Shovel Knight music. Oh no, this is explicitly Shovel Knight. This is coming back to me. I gotta say, this is a pretty fun pattern to dodge, actually. It's very tight, but, like, it's totally doable. And to have to also keep up with, like, the little enemy as well. I hope there's maybe another phase, because it is a little bit easy for me. Oh, I guess you can also just stand back here. That always seems to dodge the snowball. Oh, except for that time with it. Uh-oh. He's a little off sync now. I was too busy looking at where the snowball was going instead of where it is. Oh, and the resolution changed again. All right, hold on. Let's get the credits back up. There we go. From Michael Wave. Let's see. Let me catch up on chat, then I'll give my verdict on the game. You just don't think Battle Network's fun? Alright, fine, fair enough. I think it's great, but that's fine if you don't. This man's gonna turn everything to Northern Canada or something. He's kind of like, oh, what is it? Probably like the same... His plot is literally, speaking of Battle Network, his plot is literally the plot of his operator in Battle Network 4, where like, he's just like some Russian guy who like comes over And it's like, oh, it's too hot in Natopia. We gotta make it colder. So he literally fires a blizzard beam off into space to make the entirety of the world colder. He's like, I can't be here in Natopia in these sweltering, 30 degree, or, 50 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit temperatures. So that was probably all Blizzard Man was up to as well. Just a musical reference, soundtrack's all original? Okay, I guess I'm just dumb then. Everything is Shovel Knight to a man who has only wielded a shovel. 2 health bars, that's right. Worm Striker, that was the name for it, okay. Peak has been tainted. Unfortunately. The only way Blizzard Man can be truly evil is if he teamed up with Activision Man. Yeah, well, the merger of them is gonna happen soon, and, when Blizzard Man merges with Activision Man, that's, when shit's really going down, when Wily's getting really desperate. He just wants to release as much evil as possible before he dies. Anyways, pretty cool game. Nice little Megaman jaunt, all things considered. Had a good balance. Some nice, interesting challenges were presented there. Some cool weapons. I really was a fan of the PP Egg, although honestly, after the Pippi Egg, I wasn't wowed by any of the other weapons. I didn't find them super useful outside of weaknesses. But that doesn't mean they were bad. It just meant that I was not really inclined to do much with them. Especially because a lot of the enemies tend to be a little bit on the squishy side, so I didn't really need them outside of the Sniper Joes and the Wind. But, fun Mega Man game. Good challenge to it. While not being over the top. And some good gimmicks, too. I really like the black hole, in a jar gimmick. That was really fun. I'd probably give this about an 8. This is fun. Play it again, maybe. If I just want something short to kind of just quickly romp through. But, it doesn't quite have the pizzazz that maybe I'm necessarily looking for. A lot of cool ideas, but genuinely cool ideas. And ones that I would think about and revisit, but nothing that's got me like, wow, this is super innovative. Just a cool, good game. Like it. Okay. Picking catch up, keep Kingman away from the pair. Or just King. King Activision Blizzard Man. Not exactly utility weapons, but they're all neat. Could've been a fake man. I think a King Man was gonna be a boss in a canceled ROM hack. Alright. And look at that! We even got all three fan games done in under 3 hours, just like my goal was for the stream. I can't believe it. I thought I was actually gonna have to go over a little bit, but how about that shit? I gave myself a little bit more time before stream, and now I can wrap everything up on time, roughly in time for bed. I'm still probably gonna be a little bit too awake, but yeah, GG. What a good night. Barring graphical weirdness aside, but what can you do about that? But yeah, good stuff. Thanks for recommending the Fangames Proto and everybody else for seconding Proto's opinion. Cool games overall. I can't wait to play more fan games and stuff eventually. I will... Thankfully, once we get past Powered Up, I don't think we're gonna have anything nearly on that scale as as large of a game until we hit something like, I don't know, say, Mag Mammal 2. that'll be a game that I'll have to break up more in the future, but we'll have time for more fan games and such once we're done with Powered Up, because Mega Man Mondays will be free and more rotations available on the slot. So this was a nice way to break up that monotony, and yeah. Or ZX. I guess the ZXs do last kind of a long time, but I don't think they last nearly as long as Powered Up does. Cool, chilling in VC as usual. Nice. Bring up the creators or something about the technical difficulties. I mean, I could, but I don't know. It's a very strange, specific issue. Maybe you could just maybe one of y'all could report and say, hey, look, this guy had issues on his stream. But yeah. Anyways. Thanks for coming around tonight. Hope y'all had a good time watching Mega Man, per always. We got the Friday stream. We got the Friday cool music stream. Watch me and two nerds talk about video game music we do like. I guarantee it'll be a good time, and we might go later because we have more time on Friday nights. Next week we'll be back to it'll be the last stream of my year next week. I'll be taking a 2-week break at the end of December. So we'll do one more Mega Man powered up. We'll do either Electman or Fireman. And then we will do on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we will do some Kirby Game Boy games. I'm going to play both the original Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby Pinball for a little bit. And then there'll also be a chemistry stream next week as well to cap things off. So, whenever I see you next, hope you have a good time, good night, and good days until then. Please remember to like the video and hype it and share it and comment and all those other interaction things, so that way I can climb the YouTube ladder and spread the poop stories to more people. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.